All right. Welcome, welcome on Teamworks for our Monday Mastermind. Excited to be with all of you guys. I feel like this is the time for the family to get together. And so we're around a big round table together in Mastermind on Zoom. And where the world outside might be in a place of fear and worried about scarcity, in this room, in this mastermind, in this team, we get to link arms and we get to think abundance thoughts. And we get to think about being stronger together, like Rini just said, being stronger together, even from 6 feet apart or from, the other side of our computers in our home offices. But we really do get to do big work together because we linked arms and because we said yes to this opportunity. If you guys remember at the last mastermind we did last month in February, I want to say, I don't know if any of you guys remember the exact number, but I want to say it was like 646 new people had joined our team since we launched January 17th. And now we added 200 more to that, or maybe no, it was 460 something. And now we added 200 more to that number this month. And the month's not even over. You guys are just rocking it with such love and such compassion and such, care for what's going on right now. So many people are in a place where they need us. They need not only this community of love and happy vibes around them, but they also need a solution, a work from home solution. So the last 2 Saturdays, we've had our virtual events. If any of you guys attended one or both of the virtual events, comment one below in the chat. Let me see. And then if you can also tell us your favorite part about the virtual event, okay? Because there was 2 different ones and they were different because they had different product launches and different business testimonials. And so tell us what your favorite parts of them were and what really kind of stuck with you and what you're most excited about in the chat. And Dave, what was your favorite part?
What was my favorite part? Good question. I think it was probably some of the new product enhancements and launches. Everything that was new. I thought it was fantastic to have the ability to plug some prospects or new associates, affiliates rather, into Josh and Jenna's presentation, because I think it gave those people an opportunity to really meet and get to know them. And I think that's really powerful, because, when, to succeed in a business like this, belief on so many different levels has to be intact, and belief in the company is right at the top. And Josh and Jenna are so real, and it's just fascinating to see their heart. So I thought it was all good, but I definitely love the new introductions. I think there's just a plethora of new stuff, and maybe we can review a couple of those things now.
Yeah, we're gonna review some things, and then we're gonna so we launched on March 26th. We did a team promo from March 26th till the end of the month. End of the month is not here yet, but I want to know. So the promo was first grand prize, second prize, and third prize is all going to be CBD. First prize is a bottle of 750 milligram, which I know a whole lot of you guys are fans of that CBD. Am I right or am I right? Or am I right? So 750 milligram is the first prize, 500 milligram is the second prize, and then 250 milligram is the third prize. That's the bacon flavored. If any of you guys saw my Facebook Live where Tyler dared me to try it on live, and I thought it would actually taste like bacon, and it just tastes like wet dog food. But the dogs do love it. But if you guys have a 100 BV, if you've signed up 100 BV or multiple hundreds of BV since March 26th, you get a raffle ticket for every 100. So if you have some raffle tickets, comment below. Let me know how many raffle tickets you got, because we're ready to give away some CBD coming Wednesday. We're going to be giving away some CBD on Wednesday to all you guys that have raffle tickets. The other thing is we're going to be announcing. So I don't know about y'all, but I feel like 5K is a little too far to be the first time you get recognized for a rank. So what we're going to start doing as a team is we're going to start recognizing those that get to 1K and those that get to 2.5K. And then 5K can be after that. And that'll be our team recognition. Because I was looking through my back office today, and there are a whole lot of rock stars getting close to the 1K mark and getting close to the 2,500 BV mark. And so if you're close to either of those marks, I suggest you work to get to them, because we're going to do a team recognition on Wednesday and map it out, all of those, and celebrating your success, all of you that are getting to 1K and all of you that are getting to 2.5K and all of you that have been getting to 5K consistently as well. So we want to celebrate you guys. And Anne in the chat, it was only the one time. I don't think I'll ever do it again. I was burping up that bacon flavored CBD for a long time. Okay, Dave, what's next?
Well, I mean, I won't go deep into it, Dana, but I wouldn't mind just kind of going over, you asked me what my highlights were, and, you know, from the products to the Autoship rewards. I mean, you know, I think the product launches, if you weren't able to attend, and I think most of you did, I would go in and do a dive into it. You can go in your back office and do the cliff notes, but, you know, the company laid out all kinds of new, amazing Aloha flavors for the CBD. They expanded the flavors within the broad spectrum, which I thought was great. The oils, the individual oils for those that are really into essential oils, awesome. As a matter of fact, that promotion, I think it was 7 new oils for $99. I think the most profound thing that I heard Josh say, and this goes to what a lack of greed they have. And I'm not saying that other network marketing company owners have that. There's different like capital structures and stuff, but how significant the savings were relative to the big two, which are Young Living and doTERRA. How significant the savings were. And they were selling the 7 new ones for $99. So I thought that was pretty awesome.
Cheaper than my health food store. You know what I mean? That's
yeah,
cheaper than
it's
Amazon.
very good. Yeah.
Amazon even.
Yeah, it's a great promotion. I'm not sure how long it goes, but I think it goes into like the first week of April or something like that. But as supplies last.
It goes until supplies are done. And I've heard other top leaders say, be mindful, this special will sell out based on what they've launched in the past specials and how fast they sell out.
Yeah. And the other part that was really kind of interesting, and I honestly don't know if I've ever seen this in my career, certainly not within a company that I've represented, but they added value to current products. In other words, they went from 4 bath bombs to 2 more flavors and 6 bath bombs and didn't change the price of the BV. They do the same thing with the Revive cream, where they just doubled the size of it and kept it the right size, kept it the same price and the right business volume. So I thought that was interesting. I thought that was fantastic, but it was interesting to me because I just never seen it before. And then lastly, Dana, maybe you can expand on this. I think the CBD gels, you know, their entree into nutrition is going to be massively huge. I mean, it's just their entree into it. But maybe you can speak, Dana, from a clinical standpoint to the significance of those 3 products.
So when we were first deciding on whether we were going to launch with this company, and this was back, you know, in December, in mid-December, when I first was even introduced to them, they said they were very passionate about nutrition and superfoods. And so that was one of the things that drew me in. I was like, okay, well, I can get on board because I'm a nutritional doctor. That's what I've been doing for 16 years. But then after a while, like kind of was wondering, how are they going to do this? Right. Because their wheelhouse is CBD, and CBD goes good along with so many things. And so as I remember like asking them if I could help them formulate a gut product. So I have it right here, literally, formulation that I made up. And in my mind, I put hemp extract in there. I'm like, they gotta have some kind of CBD because CBD is so good for the gut lining. But I didn't know how they would do it because it does need to be the oil, you know? And so they did it. They obviously were one step ahead of me. And they have the gel cap so they can keep the CBD oil. And then they add in a strong nutritional component. So the melatonin, I've been, the last 3 days, last 2 nights I took the melatonin gel caps. The last 3 days I've taken the coffee berry during the day. Those are the only 2 I have so far. And mind you, the first night I took the melatonin, which is 5 milligrams of melatonin, which is the perfect dosage for anyone. And then 25 milligrams of CBD in there, which CBD is very calming for the central nervous system. And CBD is known to promote really good sleep. And so when I took it, my 6-year-old, no, she turned 7, my 7-year-old little girl climbed in bed with me in the middle of the night. Normally I would be up and like she would wake me up and it would be hard to fall back asleep. I went right back to sleep with her right in my bed, kicking me all night, slept like hard. And then the next day woke up feeling completely rested. And I was shocked at the amount of times like she had rolled, I had gotten stirred, how many times she had kicked me, different things. Cause of course the whole bed's there, but she's got to sleep right on top of me. And so I was like, I woke up like with a wow factor on how amazing that product worked, if that makes sense. Considering the night and also how rested how quickly I fell back asleep, how deep my sleep was, and the next day still feeling rested or waking up refreshed, I guess I should say. So that product, I think that will be a staple on my nightstand forever. The coffee berry. Okay, how many of you guys feel like you're going throughout the day and it's hard to focus, or it's hard to figure out what you got done that day, or you get done at the end of the day and you're like, what did I actually accomplish today? I was the same way, and the coffee berry is all for that brain power. You literally feel like you're sharp, like you can get 50 things done. I've taken it the last 3 days, and I think that's going to be a staple on my home office desk, because that'll be my staple for every morning, helping make sure that my brain is on point. Okay. Because if my brain's on point, I can deliver for you guys. Right. And I have to show up for you guys. And so I felt like the coffee berry helped me to do that. So if you guys have any testimonials, if any of you guys have gotten a chance to try the new products, give me your testimonials in the chat. I have not tried the curcumin yet, but curcumin, I have liquid gel caps of curcumin that I've been selling at my clinic for a very long time, and they're hemp and curcumin together. And I have given them to patients with, pain, inflammation, different injuries, things like that. And they've always worked really, really good. And so I'm excited to try those as well. Curcumin is famous. It's the strongest part of the turmeric spice, right? And it really is very good for bringing inflammation down. It promotes healthy inflammatory response. That's the best way to say it, to be correct, and and not be out of what is it called? Out of compliance, right? We have to say things the right way. So okay, so which one have you tried, Dave? Have you gotten any in yet?
I have not, no. I ordered the curcumin for inflammation, but it's on its way. So, yeah. But I want to get that coffee bean extract one. I think that
coffee berry.
Coffee, but Lord knows I can need a little bit more mental clarity and focus for sure.
Yeah, coffee berry is the antioxidant form of the coffee plant.
Yeah.
And
awesome.
yes, the organic rosemary, the hemp coffee is one of our top sellers. If any of you guys love this hemp coffee with chaga mushrooms, tell Rosemary how much you love it.
It's good.
Okay, Dave, what's
Cool.
next on the agenda?
So why don't we just touch base on the auto ship rewards program? Because I think that's another thing that, quite honestly, in my entire career, I don't think I've seen something this fruitful. I mean, obviously there's primary reasons why you want to be on auto ship to begin with, namely, first and foremost, qualification purposes, for your respective positions, and for ease of product delivery and convenience and all that kind of stuff. But I think this rewards program is pretty awesome, where you can earn a lot of money. I mean, they're going to pay us up to 30% on the dollars we spend each and every month, and in product points. So if you haven't seen that, if you go into your back office, incidentally, these things are right smack dab when you go onto the homepage of the office. If you haven't seen, I actually did a post in the group again today, but just page through some of those benefits, because it starts at this month, or April rather, where first 3 months you're kicked back 10% per month in loyalty dollars. Months 4 through 6 is 15, 7 through 9 is 20, 10 through 12 is 25, and as you become a long-term consumer and affiliate from a year on, it's 30%. And just to put that in perspective, if you were on a 200-point auto ship, I mean, just for simple math terms, that's $150 in loyalty dollars, 150 every 3 months, which is like getting a free bottle of 1500 CBD every 3 months just for being loyal. So pretty cool.
I think they're going to be paying us pretty soon.
For sure.
In business and CBD. So the best things about auto ship, first of all, coming from a company that was not pro auto ship for a long time, and we worked really hard to turn that around, because first of all, we're all building a business here. We're building a business and we want leveraged income. How many of you guys want leveraged income? Comment 2 below if you want leveraged income. Okay, we're here to get some leveraged income, right? That means income that builds every month. So we get residual income that comes just like the bills come every month. Our residual income comes every month. So we're all working to actively be able to build our business and build an organization, a sales organization, a workforce, right? Of happy, healthy people that are stress-free on their CBD, right? And so if that's the long-term goal, we need to make sure we're very pro auto ship in our messaging, right? So our messaging is, why would we want to be on auto ship? It's convenience. Our messaging is, if we're helping you succeed, we wouldn't be very, very much help if you're not active, right? The only way to show the system that you're active is to have that auto ship set up. Thirdly, you need to if you want to make commissions, you got to have your auto ship set up. Fourthly, if you want to keep your savings, have your auto ship set up. Fifthly, if you want to be binary qualified, have your auto ship set up. It's like you need it for everything. And so I was going through my back office today, and there were about 3 or 4 different people that had a good amount of personal BV, but didn't have their auto ship set up for whatever reason. And the system had them as inactive. And so what does that trigger the system? Not to pay them commissions, right? So we don't want that. We want everyone getting paid for their work. And then now this auto ship rewards program is incredible, because what I want you guys to think about is all of those people, because we know the active people, the people that are showing up on this Zoom are active. You guys are going to have your auto ship set up. You're actively building a business. I'm talking about all of those people that aren't very active, that come into the fold, that love the products, that will stay on auto ship and just will be around for the community. If they're getting the auto ship rewards, they're never going to get off auto ship. If they're up to that 30% mark and they quit their auto ship, they lose their 30% and they have to go back to the 10% mark. And no one's going to do that, especially if they're really valuing and loving the products. So that, to me, tells me that you guys are going to have a long-standing, sustainable, residual, leverage-based income. And that makes me excited for all of you. So thank you once again to My Daily Choice for just knocking it out of the park with this auto ship rewards. I'm really excited about that.
Yeah, it's well said, Dana. Yeah, it's awesome. And the other piece I thought was really awesome was, we all know how we have this free system, and I thought it was interesting during the presentation a couple weeks ago, where Josh spoke to the fact that he used to create these systems for other companies. He was in the systems business and would sell it for hundreds of thousands of dollars, like $50,000 to $100,000 just for the system, and then get up to $30 a month per subscription for people who subscribe to it. And here we are with a system even better than what he was actually selling for free. And I think they really took it to a new level. I think it's a borderline game changer, honestly, of how we conduct our business with this new phone app. So how many of you with a 3 down below have downloaded the phone app and are using it? Okay. So many of you may not be, but I got to tell you, this is what you want to do. Just log into your back office. It's right on the homepage. Go to the App Store, download the MDC Genius, and log in. So you can log in just with your own username and password that you have. But what's really killer about this thing is it does everything from, I don't know if you guys can see, kind of a weird, yeah, you're not gonna really see that. But you can share videos, the videos from the tour, incidentally. You can, there's a prospect section where you can sync and manage your prospects. There's a 3-way call piece, which I haven't quite figured out yet. Events, alerts, and you can actually opt into your back office. And I actually did that today for the first time in the back office piece, which is awesome because you get into your websites and all your URLs and stuff. So the reason why this is cool is, number one, most of us, most people in general, are just walking around with their phone. I mean, I'm sure many of us have laptops and we can do that, but as we're traveling, this really puts us in a position, no matter where we are, whether we're on the boat on a Sunday afternoon, or whether we're at home or on the couch or laying in bed or whatever, we can literally manage our business, prospect with our business, communicate with other people from the comfort of this phone app. And, again, I've seen a lot of good phone apps. Matter of fact, I represented, a company that had phone apps. This one blows it away, and it's pretty amazing. So if you haven't checked it out, I won't belabor the point. Dive into it, play with it, get good with it, because it's going to become a selling point as you go out and market and look for new affiliates. When you be able to show somebody this or speak to somebody, like if you're in person, you pull this out and show people how they can conduct the business from their own phone, it's going to be pretty darn impressive. So now we have a free marketing system, a free owned phone app, and free enrollment. I'm not sure how much easier it gets really to come in. So lots of value that the company's been provided. I don't know if, Dana, have you used it at all? I'm not sure if we haven't talked about it.
Yeah, I've been sharing videos on it. And also I love that I got an alert today on the app, and I went into the event section and it showed me a reminder of the training tomorrow, that they're going to have the MDC weekly training tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. And I was like, that's so cool. They have so many ways to communicate with the field. The Telegram app, they do it on Facebook, and now they do it on the regular MDC Genius app. So, there's no excuse not to show up, right? It's all right there. We get reminded, we show up, we build our business. It's all for our own good. And it's pretty impressive all that they do for us.
Yeah, it sure is. So pretty exciting stuff. So that was pretty much the culmination, I think, for the most part. There is, just so you know, forward thinking going into April. I'm a big believer of beginning with the end in mind, and I'm a big promoter of events. And so, in this business, we kind of plan weekly and implement daily. But the next big pending event is they're doing this live roadshow on the 25th. So it's not about, I guess, I'm not telling you just to kind of start promoting that now, but to have it in your mind as an individual affiliate and as a team leader as you're building, is that's going to be a big pending event for everybody. And so when you set your goals for April, which obviously all start with the number of pre-enrollees, right? And where you want to move your business, be thinking about how you could leverage that particular function. And I think for me, upfront, independent of any other product launches or anything else, or training or components or anything they offer. To me, again, it's the ability to introduce people that are in the fold that are either A, become a new affiliate over the next 27 days, 26 or 27 days, or are in as pre-enrollees and looking at the business or contemplating the business. Use that as an event as if they were coming to your hometown. They were coming to a hotel right down the street from you, and you had an opportunity to bring anybody and everybody down. Who would you bring? You know, think about it from that perspective. Like, create a sense of urgency around it. And because honestly, I don't know what everybody else is going to be doing. I mean, I'm not trying to be cute about it, but I think the truth of the matter is, it looks like the entire month of April, this country's going to be on relative lockdown. I mean, it doesn't seem like it's going to subside. I don't see anybody coming out and saying, you know, come Easter or a couple of weeks after. I just don't see it. I don't see it. I think we're going to get through this in the month of April. Honestly, if I was to guess, it's just a guess. But I think most people are going to be, you know, they're going to be sitting around looking for something to do, and this will be a great opportunity to introduce everybody to Josh and Jenna. So yeah, Dana, do you want to speak to, like, in closing, do you want to speak just to the month of April in general and what we're thinking, or?
Yeah, sorry, I didn't realize my video. Yeah, we're gonna rock out the month of April. How many of you guys want to double your business in the month of April? I think we're down to a 4, right? 4. Comment a 4 in the chat if you want to double your business. If you really want to say, okay, I've got my cadence down. I know how to get people to put their email in for the pre-enrollee app. I have my list of who I'm, you know, our always evolving list of networking notebook. I know who I'm going to turn around and extend my hand to, you know, for solutions, and for, you know, the people that had to close their salon, the ones that had to close their, you know, I've had 2 different friends that had to close their hair salon and nail salon. And one of them said to me, I'm going to need to know how to make money now. You need to add me into your group. So, you know, and she's a good friend. She was signed up, you know, the first day I was signed up, has done nothing but just try the products here and there. And now she's ready to make money with this, and realizing more and more people are like, it's making them open their eyes to maybe what we might have been saying to them for a while. You know, virtual income is awesome, but a lot of people don't think they have what it takes to do it. But guess what's the biggest motivator, guys? Pain. A little bit of pain, a little bit of suffering, a little bit of uncomfortableness because of not being financially stable right now. That's going to motivate people to say yes when they probably wouldn't have before, because they need it now. And so you can be their savior. You can be their, you know, the one to help them. And that's what it is. It's about offering them a solution in a scary time and helping them, you know, make some income. Be the one to help them do that. And that's all I'm going to really say. I think that we should open it up, Dave. I want to know how your month of March was, for anyone that would like to unmute and share with us your voice. I want to know what you learned, your biggest lessons you learned this month, okay? And because lessons help us grow. Lessons help us grow. So what was your biggest lesson you learned in the month of March? What are you going to do to close out the month of March, right? Are you going to get to the 1K mark? Are you going to get to the 2.5K mark? I know a lot of you are very close to both of those. And then also, what does April look like for you goal-wise? So if any of you have anything on any of those topics, unmute yourself. We'd love to hear your voices. And who would like to go first?
I would say that I learned in the month of March that action truly cures everything. I have not been so present with the company. I was really trying the products and getting used to even checking in on Facebook and Instagram and that type of thing. And I really just learned action cures everything. And by the end of March, I'd really like to have at least 2 new pre-enrollees. I feel like I'm reaching out to tons of people as we speak on Facebook again. I know for the month of April, I really want to reach by May the 1K mark. I'd really like to start actually getting affiliates and customers on my team and So that's really my goal. And I believe in myself because I do. And the energy of this team is really, I think, what has gotten me checked in and very motivated to just start rocking it, because there's so many amazing people on this team, and just seeing everyone in the way they're working, it's really just like, okay, I can do this. I got this. So yeah, thanks guys. You all are awesome.
How many of us are cheering her on? Tell her in the chat if we think she's gonna crush her goals for April. You're definitely gonna go past 1K. Proud of you, girl. That's amazing. Good for you. We've all got your back. We're cheering you on, girl. We're lifting you up. You've got this.
Thank you.
And you've got the best mentor in Holly. Holly's amazing.
Yes,
Holly and Eric are
so
both
amazing. I love them.
Yeah.
And you're awesome too. And so is Dave, everyone. I love everyone's energy.
Thank you,
Oh,
Jen.
thanks, guys. I love you guys too.
Aw.
Love you, Holly.
Good. I love it. So who would like to go next? Just unmute yourself. Hi, Daryl.
Hey.
Come
So
on.
one of the things that I learned in April is, don't prejudge and don't delay. And Dana, you met Lisa. We were on the call with her. So when I first talked to Lisa, I hadn't talked to her in a while, and told her what I was doing, and told her, I said, you won't believe what I'm doing, because she knew we were in a business before, and so I talked about, possibly doing other things, and she said CBD, and I said, how did you know? And she said, you didn't call me. I mean, that was the first thing out of her mouth. And, she had this, this idea that it was going to be big. And, but she's struggling. I mean, they're up in Rhode Island, they won't even let them cross state lines and things like that. So, my goal is really going to work with her, but also to add 4 other affiliates. And I'm shooting for 5K in April. And the other thing is that app, with the hours that I'm working, I have to have something that I can use in the nooks and crannies and break times and downtime and things like that. And that's the perfect tool for that, to be able to do it. Otherwise, I couldn't do it at all until I got home. And that's where I've been right now. So now I've got an extra tool in my tool pouch.
You can just, what I love about the app, first of all, congrats, Daryl, on that goal. That's awesome. Daryl is so dynamic. People are just drawn to him. His beautiful wife, Debbie, the same way. The two of them together, total power couple. And they love network marketing. They know the power of this profession. They totally see it. And I love what you said about the app, because that's really good for on the go, prospecting on the go. How many of us see someone, at a party or at a restaurant, not right now, obviously, and then we just want to send them a quick video, right? And you can do that from the app really, really easy. And it tells you when they're watching something. But
the other thing is, when you send them that, if they're a stranger, you've got their contact information right there, right on the spot.
Yeah, it's perfect for networkers. Helps you. That's so true. You got their prospect contact info right there.
And we're just blessed. We're blessed in March that 2 friends of ours from months past, decided to call us up and say, hey, we want you to join us. We want you to help us do this thing. So that's pretty cool.
We're going to the moon, and we can't do it without you guys. We want you on this ride. It's going to be a good ride.
Amen. Absolutely.
Yes, you and Debbie definitely need to be there. Wouldn't be the same without you. Thanks, Daryl. Thank you. Good. Awesome. Okay, guys, who's next? This is my favorite part. I like to hear where you're at and what's been going on. Unmute yourselves.
Okay, I'll go.
Hi. Hi.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
So, I have some awesome goal setting. So I really want to take my business to the next level this April. So my goal setting is I've really been collecting knowledge of how to talk to people, how to really put it out there, like, and now that we're in this situation, like, I can really, like, I can reach to them in a way that's not gonna push them away. And so my goal setting is to really, like, get new affiliates, like, push the link, like, start really involving people. Like, I've been reaching out, so now just finish those connections, and then also making a video every Wednesday. That's a new goal setting for me. And then really using the Planetly app, like really taking advantage of that and using that goal, like just plot out my times, like really feel like that would help everything a lot. So April is going to be my power month.
Yes, it is. Good, Mel. I'm excited for you. I've always said in this business, treat your business like a business and it'll pay you. You know, I've heard it so many times in network marketing. And so what you're doing is you're treating it like a business. Every Wednesday you're doing a video. You're using the tools. You're using the Planoly app. You're being serious about your social media. You're showing up. You're learning how to prospect, right? Sales training is a big deal. People in other professions learn how to sell. They learn, how to win friends and influence people is a really good one. And then Greatest Salesman in the World is a really great book. And you find that the people that sell the best actually do it from a heart-centered place and not in a pushy car salesman kind of way. Those people don't usually make it really well. You got to do it from, the people that come from a heart-centered place. And so I love that, we got to be able to consume in order to give value back. So I'm proud of you, Mel. Good job.
Go, Melanie.
Go, Melanie. Okay, good. I think I saw Dr. Tracy. You want to go next, girlfriend? There she is.
Hello, everyone. Oh, gosh. I have learned this month to lower my goals and to be really realistic. So, well, I'd love to do it big. I'm going to lower it. And so that's going to go to 1,000.
Well, you're almost there now, girl.
Very realistic.
Yeah.
Very
Okay.
realistic.
I think you're gonna get to 2.5 next month because of the caliber of people you've brought on. You've brought on some really good people lately. They all are rocking it. You've been doing your own 3-way calls for your team, which is epic. And we did a connect call today with a woman up in Massachusetts, right? She's amazing. And she's a network marketer. Oh, good. Oh, my goodness. Hey, girlfriend. Good to see you. Yeah, you've been bringing on really good people. You've been bringing on people that want to rock it. And so I feel like if you brought on really good people and you got to 1K, once everyone starts working and duplicating, you'll get to 2.5 real fast.
Thank you. And I just have to say, I'm appreciating those daily method of operations that the team has been working on. That seems like it's going to really, I know I have mine from our first call ever written down, but I like the logistics of all that. It's really nice. So thank you to those of you who have taken time for that. Yeah.
That was Jessica Kumala and Dina Kozel, both shared their accountability sheets and their daily method of operation sheets. Thank you guys for doing that for us, for everyone. That was really, really kind of you. Good. Dr. Tracy, you're amazing. Proud of you, girl. You've been working really hard.
Yeah, and it, for those of you who didn't hear my story before, I never felt like I had a team. I'm so happy to enjoy this team culture and the vibes here. So thank you. This is really, it's all of us that I think makes the energy sizzle, or my energy sizzle. So thank you.
I agree. You're a perfect addition to the team. Yes. What I found is that we're all attracting, I feel like the team at large is attracting really kind-hearted, very heart-centered entrepreneurs, and maybe people that have struggled in the past that are ready to just go to the next level. And so it's been a really beautiful thing to watch, right? We had 200 new people come on in the month of March. And so if we get them all duplicating, our team, you know, will really explode. So that's the focus on onboarding and getting them moving. And so really proud of you, Dr. Tracy. I mean, just the difference in the last, since mid-January, you came on board, I think, beginning of February or end of January. When did you come on board?
I think.
Yeah, it was right at the end of, okay, yeah, right at the end of January. I love it. Proud of you.
Thank you.
Awesome. I love it. Good. You're welcome. All right. Who would like to go next?
I have something different to speak about, because a lot of you know that I lost my mom very unexpectedly in early March. And so my March has been very different, but here's the beauty of it, is that without my even asking, the two women who brought me into this group, Stephanie Schoolmeister and Carrie Moncrief, just started contacting people that they knew that I was dropping the ball on, and totally understandable, but they just started contacting people on my behalf and kept me afloat. And that has been such a gift, such a gift. I'm starting to recover my energy now, and I've still been coming to the meetings and so on, but now it's, I feel like, you know, now is action time again. But just what Tracy was just saying about this team, that this team persona has just been amazing to me and has really carried me through this really, really difficult time. So thank you all.
Oh, and all the chat is already lit up with people just telling you how much they love you. And we just, I mean, when one person on the team loses a parent, I feel like everyone kind of just, their heart breaks a little bit, and there's nothing like it, man. I lost my daddy November of 2018, and it still feels like yesterday. It's still tragedy. It's still so heartbreaking. And so when that happens, that is the beauty of network marketing and the team, because the team does lift you up, you know, when you're on the right team.
Exactly.
And you are, you have those girls.
Because I've been in other organizations, whether network marketing or otherwise, and there was always a certain amount of support, but this has just been really eye-opening for me. I mean, I know these women, and so I knew I could count on them, but to count on you as well, and David, and just other people who I don't even know yet, really, has been remarkable.
Oh, Anne, well, we are just giving you hugs. I wish I could hug you in person right now, girl, because I can really feel your pain. Well, we're family now, Anne.
Yep.
We're family now, girl. We've been through it all. And yes, I love that you brought out that perspective, because even when tragedy happens, you know, it's still, we got your back. And those girls calling your people, helping follow up for you. I think that's such a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
That's the best part about network marketing.
So thank you.
You're welcome. Well, Stephanie and Carrie, what great leaders you girls are. I don't know if you knew it, but that meant the world to Anne. So we never know when we're going to touch someone, and so I think that's awesome. Good. Well, we have time for probably about one more share. If anyone would like to finish up this amazing Magic Monday. If we could hear your voice, that would be amazing.
Rini.
Hi, beautiful.
Hi, gorgeous. I'm going to take a little different slant on what I learned in March. Carrie and Stephanie, again, took great pains to go over some of the technology, which I was a little bit uncomfortable with, to say the least. So I've got a whole different mindset of having learned to be more comfortable with it, but also to realize where the marketplace is, right? So I've talked to a couple of people that are looking, and understanding that this one particular girl out in Oklahoma has 2 children. She used to work for my esthetician, and she knows me pretty well. And she has no money, absolutely no money. And she's just feeling the pain, like you talk about the pain. So she was on Saturday's call, Zoom, and loved everything. So she's toying with it and just talking to her husband a little. So, but it's the whole thing for me, it's not about her. It's really about my mindset and how it's changed. And it's pretty amazing, you know, because I've always been a person that's been one-on-one, using body language and how do you speak, etc., etc. So this is different and a bit of adjustment. And remembering, I wasn't brought up on technology. I'm 80 years old. So on that note, think about the number of people who are in their later years who maybe can't go outside, they could do this business, you know. So that's my thought. Thank you, Dana.
I love that, Rini. You know, the new capture pages for those for retirement income. If that doesn't tell you, I loved that they came out with those.
That's pretty cool.
That was neat. And I mean, all of us, for me, honestly, when I first built in network marketing, I wasn't on Facebook when I started network marketing. I did a lot of belly to belly. I did a lot of events.
Yeah.
I did almost everything in person. And so there was an adjustment period when I switched over to technology and Zooms and Facebook Lives. And yeah, I know.
Yeah, not nearly as time consuming as that was. Remember?
Yeah. I mean, exactly. I remember being like, well, if I want to reach more people with less time, then I have to make this adjustment, right? So I recognized that I was tapped out on how many people I could help. And so by doing Zoom, we can talk to 43 people instead of 1 hour coaching one person, you know, or 54 or whatever many we're on.
It's powerful and very marvelous. And like Anne says, the love in the heart. And, you know, I lost my mother suddenly too a number of years ago. I know your pain.
I know.
Blessings, my dear.
Yes. Yes, Anne. Yes, for sure. Thank you, Rini. Thank you. Carrie says you're such a star, Rini.
Oh, she's so generous with her words.
I
love her.
I know. I think
My
you are
fairy godchild, you know.
Fairy godchild. I love it.
I have 4 boys, and every pregnancy I thought pink. Do you think it would happen? Gee. So my fairy godchild.
So Carrie, you're the girl for her. Yeah. I love it. Well, we love you guys so much. Thank you, Rini. Thank you, Anne, for sharing your heart, and even in your pain, you know, in the pain, sharing your heart, we all can, you know, you bond in those vulnerable moments, you know, and so this is a safe place. No one has to hide their pain. No one has to pretend they're doing awesome. If you're not doing awesome, it's okay to say that too, because how many people could come and help lift you up and give you options to do better? You know, it's the only way to lose in this business is to quit. That's the only way. Yeah, that's the only way. So definitely, if anyone has any need, we lift each other up and we help. But yeah, I'm loving all these. And Jen, my friend Jen Hoyle, everyone say welcome to Jen Hoyle. She's total rock star. Her 2 leaders, Angie and Rachel, are on. Let's welcome Jen Hoyle, everyone, for real. Like seriously, this girl's incredible. Welcome, Jen. We love you, girl.
Thank you.
Yay! And there's Phil too.
This team is rock star. I'm stalking the One Team Works page, and I'm seeing Stephanie on there and Carrie. I watched Carrie's little thing she did on the hemp plant and how it absorbs all the toxins and things. And so I just appreciate all you guys, and you know, together we're stronger. And I love it. And I'm excited to be here.
Yay. Like Jen, one thing I'll tell you guys about Jen, we built it big together once. And then we worked apart for a while, but we just literally couldn't stay away from each other just because we love each other so much and we make each other laugh so much. That's the key to any good friendship. So we've still done a lot of Disney vacations together and stayed good friends and had those phone calls when times were tough, like, oh my God, you'll never believe what's going on in my life right now. Those kinds of chats. So she's always been that kind of friend, and she's that kind of friend to everyone in her life. And she's been a top leader of every company she's been in. And she's ready to launch big with us. So let's give her and her awesome husband, Phil, and her two leaders, Angie and Rachel, just a giant, massive One Team Works welcome. Excited to do some really big things with you, Jen. Excited to do some really big things.
You guys watch Rachel and Angie. They're going to fly. So they're amazing. So I'm
excited for the band to be back together.
I know. The band is back.
Awesome. Okay, good. Love you, Jen. Love you, Phil. Mwah. And thank you guys for jumping on tonight. Dave, you still there?
I am.
Oh, there he is. And Jen Jen wants to know why your photo is my photo.
Yeah, when you muted, it was Dana. It was like this gorgeous picture of Dana. It's like, wow, Dave looks a little different.
It's because he's logged into my Zoom account.
Exactly. Oh man. Hey, let me just say this, Dana, in closing. I just want to thank you because it's your heart, it's your beam of light that's really leading the way here. And I just sit back objectively and just watch the interaction and watch the energy flow. And I just want to thank you for everything you're doing, and just keeping the love right there for everybody. So
thank
it's really
you.
Awesome.
I appreciate that. That's my favorite thing about network marketing.
Yeah.
That's my favorite thing, is how many people we can help.
Absolutely. And I just think, like, for all of us, let's just do three things here. Number one, as we finish the month of March and go into April, let's just remember that self-care should be at the top of every one of our lists, because if we take care of ourselves, if we're mindful of ourselves, it just attracts more people, and it supports more people, number one. Number two, as we're going out there and approaching people, let's just continue to be as authentic as we can while we approach people, because we just don't know what other people are thinking. Now's the time more than ever, never to prejudge where somebody's at, because you really don't know. I've been saying this for years in my trainings, about, people, have these people in their chicken list thinking, oh my gosh, that person, they've got that house or that car or that perfect world and whatever. It's just your perception. And, I think when all's said and done, and I don't know, I'm sure many of you have thought about it, there are so many people that their business, whether it's self-employed or the people they work for, is changing. And I think this is going to be somewhat of a new normal to some degree. So just be real when you reach people, they'll appreciate it, And then thirdly, I think you said it earlier, Dana, let's just think bigger. There's nothing wrong with it. Just think bigger. Think bigger of what can be, that could inspire you yourself internally to reach out to even more people month ahead. So appreciate you guys. Really looking forward to closing the month, turning the corner, and having an awesome April with you.
Love everyone. I'm unmuting you all so you can say goodnight. Say good night. Bye, Colette.
Good night.
Good night.
Thank you.
Good
Thank
night.
you.
Bye.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Bye.
Hi, Octavius. Hi, Octavius. Good to see you.
You guys rock.
Good.
Good night, everybody. Thank you so much. Love you.
Good night. Love you,
Bye, Jessica.
Jessica. Hi, Colette.
Bye.
Love you guys.
I can't get out.